This is a type of counting problem where we have to count the number of things in different categories. So in this problem, we're talking about fruit flies. And this is real. Fruit flies have mutations that are fairly common. And if you inbreed a certain population, you can make those mutations a lot more common. So we've got a population of fruit flies that are some fruit flies with no mutations at all. Some of them are mutated to have yellow bodies instead of brown. Some of them are mutated to have curly wings instead of straight wings. Some of them carry both mutations, curly wings and yellow bodies. And we're given some information about the number of fruit flies in each of these categories. You can see that it says we have a total of 132 fruit flies. We have 49 fruit flies with curly wings. We have 14 fruit flies with yellow bodies and curly wings. And we have 66 flies that do not have yellow bodies or curly wings. Now, if you try to hold this all in your head, you're going to get turned around. I really recommend making an equation for this. And look at the equation that I've written here. The total number of fruit flies, okay, N total, equals the number of wild type fruit flies. Remember what wild type? It means they don't have any mutations. So it's the number of wild type fruit flies plus the number of fruit flies that have yellow bodies plus the number of fruit flies that have yellow bodies and curly wings, plus the number of fruit flies that have curly wings only. Now, if you can figure out another type of fruit fly, it'd be news to me. There's only 4 categories. No mutations, one mutation, the other mutation, or both mutations. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use the information given to us to put these numbers in their right places, and we can sort this out. 132 total fruit flies, so that's right here. Wild type fruit flies, well, can we find that information in here? I think that's this one right here. 66 fruit flies that don't have yellow bodies or curly wings. Okay, so that's going to be 66. And then, let's see, we're looking for the number with yellow bodies. Well, that's actually the question. See, it's saying how many have yellow bodies. So we don't know what NY is. We're going to have to figure that out. Do we know what NYC is? The number of fruit flies with 2 mutations? I think that's right here. 14 fruit flies with yellow bodies and curly wings. So we know this one is 14. Okay, this is going to be 14 right here. And then do we know how many fruit flies have curly wings? Well, this is interesting. We don't know how many have curly wings only, but we know that 49 have curly wings. So that includes fruit flies that have yellow bodies and fruit flies that have brown bodies. So I'm going to say this sum right here is equal to 49. Now, if that sum is equal to 49 and one part of the sum is 14, you can see that the other part of that sum is going to be 35, right? Because they have to add up to 49. And if you have these 3 numbers right here, 14, 35, and 66, and the total sum is 132, you can just subtract all of these things from 132. So that's going to be 132 minus 66 minus 14 minus 35. Give me 17. 17 fruit flies that have a yellow body but straight wings. And the question is, how many have yellow bodies? So I think I misspoke earlier when I said the question is asking for this. It is not. The question is asking how many fruit flies have yellow bodies. And I don't care if they have curly wings or straight wings. So the number of fruit flies with yellow bodies is this right here. It's going to be 31, with no regard to the straightness or curliness of their wings.